The United States has made a decisive move by deploying a second aircraft carrier to the Middle East. With tensions rising in the region and the Houthis posing an increasing threat, Washington is making it clear that it will not stand by idly. But what does this move signify? And how could it impact the fragile geopolitical landscape of the region? Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has ordered the deployment of 2 U.S. aircraft carriers to the Middle East next month as the United States intensifies strikes on Yemen-based Houthi rebels, a U.S. official told the Associated Press. This marks the second time in 6 months that 2 carrier strike groups will be stationed in the region, where typically only one is present. Before this recent buildup, it had been years since the U.S. committed such a significant naval power to the Middle East. The aircraft carrier Carl Vinson and its strike group dropped anchor in Guam on March 24th for a scheduled port visit before joining the escalating U.S. campaign to combat the Houthi rebels in Yemen. The Carl Vinson Carrier Strike Group, which includes 7 vessels in total, will soon travel to the Red Sea and join the Harry S. Truman Carrier Strike Group. The aircraft carrier Harry S. Truman participated in high-profile airstrikes against the Houthis earlier this month. Guam is strategically important to the region and ensuring a free and open Indo-Pacific, said Carrier Strike Group Commander Rear Admiral Michael Woschje. Our port visit here is part of our routine presence in the 7th Fleet area of operations and allows us to recharge and resupply to remain operationally ready for any mission. President Donald Trump's administration has ratcheted up attacks against the Iran-backed militant group, which has hijacked commercial ships, launched missile and drone attacks against U.S. vessels, including the Harry S. Truman, and blocked international shipping routes in the area since November 2023. According to the official, who spoke on condition of anonymity to discuss military operations, Hegseth signed orders on Thursday extending the deployment of the USS Harry S. Truman in the Middle East for at least another month. The Truman, currently conducting operations in the Red Sea against the Houthis, was originally scheduled to return to its home port in Norfolk, Virginia, by the end of March. In addition, Hegseth has directed the USS Carl Vinson, currently operating in the Pacific, to begin transit to the Middle East. This order extends the Vinson's scheduled deployment by 3 months. The carrier, which had been conducting exercises with Japanese and South Korean forces near the Yellow Sea and the Sea of Japan, was initially slated to return to its home port in San Diego in 3 weeks. It is now expected to arrive in the Middle East early next month. The increased U.S. naval presence serves both operational and strategic purposes, providing commanders with additional assets for patrols and airstrikes, while also sending a clear deterrence message to Iran, the primary backer of the Houthis. The Houthis have launched persistent attacks on commercial and military ships in the region, targeting more than 100 merchant vessels with missiles and drones between November 2023 and January 2024. These attacks resulted in the sinking of 2 ships. Last fall, the Biden administration briefly deployed 2 aircraft carriers to the region. Then Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin had ordered the USS Theodore Roosevelt to extend its mission while expediting the arrival of the USS Abraham Lincoln. The move was part of a broader effort to bolster the U.S. military presence in the region, to protect Israel from potential Iranian and proxy attacks, and to safeguard American forces. This latest deployment underscores Washington's ongoing commitment to countering threats from the Houthis and maintaining stability in the region. The Houthis, officially known as Ansar Allah, are a Shiite rebel group that emerged from northern Yemen. They have been engaged in a prolonged conflict with Saudi-led forces and have often targeted civilian and military installations in the region. Recent attacks on commercial shipping and U.S. allied forces have raised serious concerns. The Houthis, backed by Iran, have increased their missile and drone strikes, threatening international stability. The Houthis vowed retaliation for the attack, which the Houthi Health Ministry, but their attempts at targeting the Harry S. Truman carrier strike group in the direct aftermath of the March 15th airstrikes were unsuccessful, according to several reports. The Houthis, who often use the social media platform X to report alleged military operations, claimed responsibility for another failed attack against the Harry S. Truman early Wednesday morning local time, according to the Jerusalem Post, which included a statement from a Houthi military spokesman. To counter these growing threats, the United States has now deployed a second aircraft carrier strike group. The USS Dwight D. Eisenhower joins the USS Gerald R. Ford, significantly boosting U.S. military presence in the region. But what does this mean in practical terms? A U.S. aircraft carrier is a floating fortress, equipped with advanced fighter jets, missile defense systems, and thousands of naval personnel. This deployment signals a firm warning to Iran and its proxies. With two powerful aircraft carriers in the region, global powers are watching closely. Could this lead to direct U.S. military engagement? Will Iran escalate the conflict? Some analysts predict increased diplomatic tensions, while others fear an unintended military escalation. One thing is certain: the situation is highly volatile. As the U.S. strengthens its military posture in the Middle East, the world holds its breath. Will diplomacy prevail, or are we on the brink of a larger confrontation? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.